Hi everyone, welcome back to Blatantly Bookish. I'm Marissa and today I'm here with a different sort of video. You can tell I'm in a different location and that is because I am back at my parents' house just for a day. I'm actually here for an interview and I figured I had a little extra time. Why not show you some of the really special and sentimental books that I have not been able to take to school with me just because they're heavy and because I don't have room for them there. So I have this large stack of books sitting on my lap and it is about to fall over, but hopefully I can stabilize it long enough for this video. So, first book I wanted to show you is just an old copy of Jane Eyre. This book is the first copy of Jane Eyre that I ever read. I got it like this, practically falling apart from the local book sale that we have here. Okay, sorry about that. That's sort of, they toppled over a little, but I think they're sturdy now. So, anyway, it's a book that I really love, Jane Eyre in general, but this particular copy is, of course, very sentimental to me for those reasons. And it is held together by masking tape and has, like, crossed out Jane Eyre on the side. And it's that kind of old, yellowy brown. I just love it. It's special to me, even though it's just, you know, an old copy of Jane Eyre. And then the next book that I have is a book that I haven't read, but it's The Count of Monte Cristo. The cover is just gorgeous. I think the glare isn't getting in the way. I think you can see how beautiful the gold designs on the front are, and the spine is gorgeous as well. I got this for $1 at the local book sale as well, and it has a ribbon. I almost started reading it, and then I saw that it was abridged. Yeah, it says abridged for modern readers, and of course I didn't realize that when I got it at the time. So if I do read Monte Cristo, I won't be reading it from this edition, unfortunately, but it is so pretty, and it was so cheap that I keep it on my shelves here. The next book is The Blue Fairy book by Andrew Lang, and I'm actually in the process of reading this right now, not from this gorgeous edition. This was actually a gift last year from a friend. He saw me looking at it in the store, and it was on sale, and then he got it for me as a Christmas present later. So it's also very special to me. It's very pretty. The edges are all silvery. I think you can see that. And it's just a really gorgeous book. It's got some illustrations going on. And I really like the inside cover, and the back is beautiful as well. I think you can, yeah, there you go. You can see it better and read it better now. But the copy that I'm reading is a paperback copy back at school with me, as well as an online copy. I alternate depending on where I'm located. The next book I have is also from the library sale that you'll hear me talk a lot about, and it's the Poems and Plays of Tennyson. It's just an old copy. It's really nice. I had this thing for a while where I would go to the book sale and look for these old books or pretty books. And really all the books I'm showing you today are all the gorgeous copies I own. I don't have many buys for aesthetics, but I really like this kind of a copy. I haven't really read much Tennyson yet, but hopefully one day I'll get to it. Then the next book I have is a copy of Vanity Fair that I actually found at school for free with a bunch of random free CDs and other things. I really like its spine, as you can see, and I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of not marble, but the front has like a little kind of design in the green, and of course the carriage there. Now, I haven't read all of Vanity Fair, but I did read the first half of it for a class, and I quite enjoyed it. This copy is also really nice. It has some illustrations in it as well. Ooh, I really like this illustration because it's the whole page like that. You can see. You can see? Yeah. Just another beautiful book is David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, and I just like this copy. I really like the spine. I haven't read David Copperfield yet, but I really want to. And this one doesn't have illustrations in it, but it's still a really nice copy. Now, this book is Little Women, and this is, I think, one of my favorite books that I own. It is gorgeous. The spine is pretty. The front cover is just, I love it. And the inside, my favorite part, is that it has all these wonderful illustrations. Let me see if I can find them for you. So some of them are in color, like this one. And then, or this one. And then some of them are not. Oh, I didn't even show you. This is just the inside cover. So there's just a lot of really beautiful kinds of illustrations in here. Yeah, and there are also some black and white ones. So it's a really, really nice copy, and I'm hoping to read Little Women again soon because I just love this book. Then the next book I have is The Mill on the Floss by George Eliot. And I haven't read this book yet, but I quite like this copy. It's that kind of old sort of look to it. It's red, which I really like the color red. And it's just really beautiful. The inside is old. You can see it belonged to a whole bunch of different libraries. See 4 on here. It has all their like stamps and stains, and I just think that makes it special and beautiful. I also have a really pretty edition of Sherlock Holmes, and you can see the little Sherlock symbol right there. I like the spine, and I really like the front and the back. The back's the same too. The edge is all gilded, and I don't think there are illustrations inside, but it does have this little map, which I find really beautiful. I think you can see it there. I also have a really little book of love poems. You can see it's really thin, called How Do I Love Thee? Let Me Count the Ways. I just really like it because it's old. It's got this repetitive pattern of almost of architecture on the front. I think you can see it. And it's just really cute. It's all green on the inside. And it's a collection of a lot of different love poems. I've read it before. You know, just some standard ones, and I quite like it. So the next book is another set of love poems, all by Emily Dickinson this time, and I really like this cover, but my favorite part of this book is that I found it at a book sale, it came with an inscription. So it says that it belonged to Christina, I can't make out the last name, and it says, "To Mark, I hope these will remind you of me. Always know that I miss you and love you. Christina, June 1980. P.S. I've marked my favorites." And you can tell that she did mark her favorites. It has little stars next to some of her favorites, and interspersed it has these little floral sort of designs. Here's some others you can see. And so it's just a really beautiful book, and it's really special to me because I always wonder about the story of Christina and Mark, and I like seeing which ones were her favorites as well. Another book I want to show you is a very old copy of the Pickwick Papers by Charles Dickens. I love how this copy has the marbling on the front and the leather corners and the leather binding. Yeah, it's a gorgeous book. I found it at the library sale for $1, and the marbling on the inside, I just love how old it is. You can see all the pages are yellowed. It has really nice illustrations there, and let's see if I can find another one. Yeah, here's another one, and I really love this book. I tried to look exactly when it's from because it looks really old, but I can't find any page in here that says a time on it, like a date. It says New York, it's from the John W. Lovell Company, 150 Worth Street, Corner Mission Place, but it doesn't say a date. It doesn't say a year. So, yeah, old is my guess. And the last book that I have is not particularly special or old looking. Doesn't appear quite special, but it's very sentimental to me. It's called The Plain Janes, and it's the first graphic novel that I ever read. It was given to me as a gift from one of my best friends in high school, and I'll explain why in a little bit. So I'll just show you some of the insides, black and white. It's a graphic novel, I mean. And so I'll tell you what it's about. When Jane is forced to move from the cool confines of Metro City to suburbia, she thinks her life is over. But there, in the lunchroom at the reject table, she finds her tribe. 3 other girls named Jane. It's up to Main Jane to convince the girls to form a secret club called Plain. People loving art in neighborhoods. But can art really save a group of misfits from the hell that is high school? And so I really like this book because my friends from high school, we call ourselves the Tribe, and we also loved art in high school. It was sort of our refuge to hang out in the art room during lunch and that kind of thing. So this has a very special place in my heart. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of my favorite special sentimental books that I wouldn't get to show you on the average day because they're not with me all the time. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And otherwise, I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!